Good morning, everyone. It is March 24th, and it's shower day. So I figured we would have shower talks. I think this is going to become a thing. I woke up early this morning to a security guard knocking on my window. I opened up the car before I unlocked it, and the alarm started going off. I park in my work's parking lot at night and sleep there because it's pretty big. And he said, "Do you work here?" And I said, "Yes." And he said, "Do you have your badge on you?" And I said, "Yes." So I showed him my badge. And he said, "Okay, sleep well," and walked away. I don't know if I'll get in trouble. I don't think I will. Worst case scenario, they fire me, which I don't think they will. But if HR comes up to me and says, "You can't sleep in the parking lot," then I'll just find somewhere else to park. I have a couple friends from work that said that I can park on their property and sleep there. So, worst case scenario, I do that. But yeah, just depends on how that goes. Today, it's actually pretty cool outside, and this water is cold. This is the water I'm going to be showering with. I have refilled these at work so that I can just continuously be using them. Not only is that eco-friendly, but also there are no gallons of water at shops right now. So that's my solution, is just to fill it up at work when they get empty. Trusty water bottle. I also wanted to open up the conversation to you guys and ask you guys if you have any specific questions for me. I know that someone asked about why I was kicked out. And to be honest, I don't really know. The reason why I'm wary about talking about this is that the person who kicked me out, and I know that you guys all know who that is, but I won't say their name. The person who kicked me out told me not to talk about it, which I think is unfair, but, whatever. I don't know if they would take legal action against me if I talked about it, but, yeah, I don't think I can talk about it yet. I keep trying to, but I have so much anger about it, and I don't feel like I'm able to talk about it and be vague enough that I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. It's super, super stupid. It was a really stupid situation, and I have a lot of anger at that person, not for kicking me out. Like, do whatever you have to do, but for how they manipulated the situation to make me think that I was doing something wrong when they had set it up that way. And it's really frustrating. If I keep talking about it, then I'm going to cry because I am so frustrated at how the situation went and how I was treated. I know that you guys know who this person is. I'm not trying to hide it. It's more of just, I don't want to say their name or be very clear about who it is. But I know that you guys know who that is. And if you don't, then I'm sure it's easy to figure out. But please don't talk to them about it. Please don't say anything, because if they know that I'm talking about it, then they could come out me legally. I just don't want to get in trouble. So I don't want to cause trouble. I just want to talk about my life and talk about what I'm going through and what happened to me. And if they want to make a big deal about it, then they can. But all you guys need to know is that I was basically Cinderella, and I was doing a lot for them at the time. And I felt like a chauffeur, and I felt like a maid, and I felt like a nanny. And it started feeling less like a friendship to me and more of a dictatorship. Looking back on it, and even then in the situation, I didn't want to see it, but I honestly feel that they set me up for failure because they wanted to control the situation. I mean, there's always going to be that other person in my life, so they couldn't control it the way that they wanted to, so they got rid of me. That's honestly what I believe. But it's shower time. I'm just going to focus on showering so that I can not think about this, because there's nothing I can do You can't change how someone feels about you or how they perceive a situation if they're not willing to listen. At the end, I don't think they were interested in hearing my side. I think they just wanted to hear how I felt so that they could punish me for it. And that's what's really upsetting. I'm not trying to say this to make an excuse for not communicating, because I feel that communication is a very important thing, and it's good to communicate and it's important to. But if they wanted me to talk to them, they didn't have a good track record with me of doing that without having there be consequences. And that's what's really upsetting, is that I didn't feel like I could talk to them without me being in trouble. And if I didn't do what they wanted or I didn't say what they wanted, it was a hissy fit. That's it. I'm just gonna shower. I don't want to really talk about it right now. I'm not ready to talk about it in entirety, and I hope you guys will understand why. But as soon as I'm ready to talk about it, I will. And once I can kind of clear my thoughts about it and, I don't know, come to terms with it, I guess, myself. Because I don't feel like I've really done that yet. So,